Welcome to the Program Management Office Essentials Keeping It Simple series. This series is geared especially towards the smaller business that must wrestle with the complexities of managing their projects with limited project management capacity or capability. In this short presentation, we will provide an explanation of the relationship between project, program and portfolio within the business context. But first, a helpful suggestion. You will be better able to understand this material if you have reviewed the 3 prior presentations in this Program Management Office Essentials Keeping It Simple series. Definition of a project and project management, definition of a program and program management, and definition of a portfolio and portfolio management. We're going to take a look at these 3 structural entities from the chronological point of view. That is, from the initial entry point of the opportunity into the organization's conscience, that is, when it starts life as a portfolio item, through to the realization of the business directive via one or more programs and/or projects. The starting point for this line of thought is the opportunity itself. For the purpose of this presentation, it is not important how the opportunity arrives. It is the next step that is of primary importance. That is, how the business handles the information concerning the incoming opportunity. What mechanism it wraps around the assessment, the analysis and selection process. How strategic decisions are made and who makes them. What expectations are established for the ensuing projects. What special requirements are needed to meet this particular opportunity, etc. Let's create a fictitious paint company to help us understand these concepts. Paint Plus is the name of this creation, and it develops, markets and distributes paints covering multiple purposes to numerous customers. Paint Plus has one portfolio covering paints, and within the portfolio it has several divisions, programs. Each division makes a different type of paint: indoors, outdoors, automobile, and a specialist finishes. Each division services multiple clients, and each client is represented by a project. New opportunities arrive all the time in the form of sales orders. If a new order arises from an existing customer for a new batch of paints based on an existing recipe, chances are good that this new opportunity will be added to the production requirements of the respective paint division. That is, added to the program for that division, remembering that this is an existing recipe, and a new project will be created for the incoming sales order. If Paint Plus wins a new customer, then a new program will be added, along with the requisite number of projects, orders, for that customer. Supposing an existing customer requires a new line of paints that does not fall readily into the 4 established paint divisions. Perhaps it is at this point that a new division, program, is created to market the new paint. Based on the established organization, what does Paint Plus do if it wishes to expand its operations into a brand new field such as painting supplies? It is at this point that a completely new line of business might be created, serviced by its own portfolio, product lines, programs, and associated customers, projects. To better differentiate the role of the portfolio from that of the program and project, let's look at the type of information and processes that belong to each. Portfolio management is primarily centered on the initial business assessment and analysis of incoming opportunities, with the outcome being the selection of those opportunities that will go on to become programs and projects. Essential information to collect and collate at the early stage would be potential revenue and profit margin, risk factors, time frame, etc. And it might also involve an analysis of whether a new opportunity falls into an established part of the business? And if not, is this a new line of business that should be pursued, and will it meet the organization's mission and strategic plan? Further assessment might require the completion of a business case in order to record desired outcomes, benefits, return on investment, challenges, and so on. If the business determines that an opportunity is worth pursuing, it will then need to decide if there are other constraints or dependencies on the opportunity in order to prioritize the selected programs and/or projects. Ultimately, the business must decide if the potential revenue or reward outweighs the investment and possible risks associated with the new venture. Quite often, program management begins after the selection process has determined that an opportunity is to be converted to a project. Program management concerns itself primarily with ensuring established processes and standards are adhered to, that essential business intelligence is captured through project charters, project management plans, risk management plans, etc., and that project initiation and stakeholder communications are effective. Thereafter, the program management processes are used to help collect and collate project data, analyzing it for performance factors, resulting in the creation of regular management reports for transmission up through the organizational hierarchy. The activities at the project level are focused on successfully orchestrating the complex interplay of people, materials, processes, etc., in order to produce the required product, service, or result. Project management activities would normally cover progress reporting against deliverables and milestones, continuous assessment of constraints, dependencies, and project risks, dealing as necessary with project changes and issues, and reporting on financials. Managing people, information, stakeholder communications, processes, and above all, staying on top of the detail are the primary requirement at the project level. This material is brought to you courtesy of Glenn Kerridge, author and developer behind the PMO Essentials Project Management Toolkit, a project management office survival kit for small to medium businesses. You can find more information on how the PMO Essentials project management tools and templates could help your organization at the following web address: www.pmoessentials.com. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this brief overview presentation. While we can only scratch the surface in this series of short presentations, it is our hope that you will find this information useful. A wealth of training material is available on the web, and you can also obtain more information and assistance by emailing info@pmoessentials.com.